I think this was the. I'm gonna do two in one because they're essentially the same trade. So this was from Friday, so obviously my executions are gone, but I'm gonna slap it on here, the video or the screenshot or whatever I'm allowed to do. And I'm gonna put this in the CISD order block theory channel. So yeah, I think everyone is familiar with the AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We have this. Can I wait? Hold on. Do I? Give me a second. Okay. Whoa, that's way too big. So, for those who don't know, how the fuck do you spell accumulation? Okay, I don't know. Anyways, this is our accumulation. This is a range. This is consolidation, whatever you want to call it. Now, we're extremely bearish. And old me would have tried to actually long this for a rebalance. We have a pretty fat rebalance here. Huge manipulation leg. Just get fucking ran. So I'm going to be short biased on this. And I took this trade, so this is not hindsight. But I just saw we had this little 1 minute order block right above this range at 497.25. So what I wanted to see was if it could let me. Oh fuck! How do I? Where's that thing? Nope. Is it here? Bro, the fuck? Alright, so I'm extremely dumb. Here, okay. Fuck. So I wanted to see a manipulation up above these highs because I was bearish. So I want to catch the manipulation leg and then catch the shorts down. Oh my. No, stop. Oh my god. Please stop. Okay. Anyways. So I just placed short limits. I didn't want to see any more confirmation. Because the thing about how I trade is, for me, the confirmation is to the left of the chart. I don't need to see another change in state delivery or a fair value gap after we tap into this, because it just looks so obvious. So I wanted to see, right, that's where we got in. I think I put my limit at 97. We have this accumulation. Now we have this manipulation. I'm gonna remove this because it's in the fucking way. Wait, can I? There has to be another way to do this. Hold on. I just want to make it kind of easy to see for those of you who are kind of new. So we have this accumulation. Now we have this distribution. No, sorry. This manipulation. This tall box. And then I want to see the distribution now deliver us to the downside. Like this. This is an AMD. AMD, alright? So I got in. As I said, I'm going to slap the execution on here. For those of you who didn't see it when I sent it in the chat. This is the model. This is a clean model. I love this model. AMD into a PD array. Classic model. I don't remember where my TP was. I was probably like 50 points at the bottom of this range, these lows. So yeah, I'm gonna smack the execution on here. And then the next trade I think was around in power hour. I'm gonna do these in one video because they're essentially the same model. I think I took this on the 5 minute though. Okay, hopefully all that shit made sense. The only thing that's not great about this trade is that we're in a daily discount level, so we're shorting in discount. That's why it's not A+, but still worked out. Let's see how this plays out. I think this was like the exact same setup, just on the 5 minute, and I think I took the CE of this 5 minute order block. Like probably right there. I'm gonna slap the execution on this one as well. My stop was not that big, surely. I actually don't remember how big my stop was. I think I did micros on this, so maybe it was like 15 points. I'm gonna have to check that. But yeah, if we scale down to the 1 minute, I think we start accumulating here. Yeah, we have this accumulation, right? So same thing. Oh shit. Accumulation into this 5 minute 50% mark of this 5 minute. And then my stop was probably like right above the 20 or 75% mark. So yeah, maybe it was 10 points. Edged my stop loss. So the 25% mark would have been this. So yeah, it was 10 points right above that 25% mark. And then I don't remember what my target was. It was probably like, I think I did micros again. So it was probably like something like this. I don't remember. I think this ran way further, but yeah. I'm gonna have to slap the executions on both of them. Actually might have been smaller, might have been like this. I don't know. I'll put the executions on there. But same setup, accumulation, manipulation, distribution into a PD array. So this is a model. If you want to like use one model, this is probably one of the simplest, easiest models to use. And it's very effective. So yeah, again, we're in a daily discount level, so shorting in discount, not great, not A+, but yeah, it's just, it is what it is. We were so bearish, I didn't think we were gonna get that far up. Shit just fucking dumped all day, so yeah. Exactly. So yeah, that was those two, same setup. I'm gonna do the trade that I did yesterday, the 921 that I called out in the premium chat. I think this was the... I'm gonna do 2 in 1 because they're essentially the same trade. So this was from Friday, so obviously my executions are gone, but I'm gonna slap it on here, the video or the screenshot or whatever I'm allowed to do. I'm gonna put this in the CISD order block theory channel. So yeah, I think everyone is familiar with the AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We have this. Can I wait? Hold on. Do I? Give me a second. Whoa, that's way too big. So, for those who don't know, how the fuck do you spell accumulation? Okay, I don't know. Anyways. This is our accumulation. This is a range. This is consolidation, whatever you want to call it. Now, we're extremely bearish. And old me would have tried to actually long this for a rebalance. We have a pretty fat rebalance here. Huge manipulation leg. Just get fucking ran. So I'm going to be short biased on this. And I took this trade, so this is not hindsight. But I just saw we had this little 1 minute order block right above this range at 497.25. So what I wanted to see was if it could let me, oh fuck, how do I, where's that thing? Nope. Is it here? Bro, the fuck? Right, so I'm extremely dumb. Here, okay. Fuck. So I wanted to see a manipulation up above these highs, because I was bearish, so I want to catch the manipulation leg, and then catch the shorts down. Oh my, no, stop, oh my god. Here, please stop. Okay. So I wanted to see a manipulation up above these highs. I just placed short limits. I didn't want to see any more confirmation. Because the thing about how I trade is
people think they need at least 2 weeks to build an application, but actually you can make it in 1 evening.
The confirmation
just type your idea into hosting and horizons, and the vibe coding builder will handle the rest. A couple of adjustments, and voila, save time and money.
Delivery or a fair value gap after we tap into this, because it just looks so obvious. So I wanted to see, right, that's when I got in. I think it's the bottom. We have this accumulation, now we have this manipulation. I'm gonna remove this because it's in the fucking way. Wait, can I, there has to be another way to do this. Hold on. I just want to make it kind of easy to see for those of you who are kind of new. So we have this accumulation. Now we have this distribution. No, sorry. This manipulation. This call box. And then I want to see the distribution now deliver us to the downside. Like this. This is an AMD. AMD, alright? So I got in. So I sent a sloppy execution on here. For those of you who didn't see it, when I sent it in the chat. This is a model. This is a clean model. I love this model. AMD with into a PD array. Classic model. I don't remember where my TP was. I was probably like 50 points at the bottom of this range, these lows. So, yeah, I'm gonna smack the execution on it. And then the next trade, I think, was around in power hour. I'm gonna do these in one video because they're essentially the same model. I think I took this on the 5-minute though. Okay, let's hopefully all that should make sense. The only thing that's not great about this trade is that we're in a daily discount level, so we're shorting in discount. That's why it's not A+, but still worked out. Let's see how this plays out. I think this was like the exact same setup, just on the 5 minute, and I think, oh, and I think I took the CE of this 5 minute order block. Like, probably right there. I'm gonna slap the execution on this one as well. My stop was not that big, surely. I actually don't remember how big my stop was. I think I did micros on this, so maybe it was like 15 points. I'm gonna have to check that. But yeah, if we scale down to the 1 minute, I think we start accumulating here. Yeah, we have this accumulation, right? So same thing. Oh shit. Accumulation into this 5 minute, 50% mark of this 5 minute. And then my stop was probably like right above the 20 or 75% mark. So yeah, maybe it was 10 points. Edged my stop loss. So the 25% mark would have been this. So yeah, it was 10 points right above that 25% mark. And then I don't remember what my target was. It was probably like, I think I did micro. And it's very effective. So yeah, again, we're in a daily discount level, so shorting in discount, not great, not A plus, but yeah, it's just it is what it is. We were so bearish. I didn't think we are gonna get that far up. Shit just fucking dumped all day. So yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was those two. Same setup. I'm gonna do the trade that I did yesterday, the 921 that I called out in the premium chat before CPI. So yeah. All right. So this is going to be the first official lesson that's not, I mean, this is also a trade breakdown because this is a trade I took, but I feel like that's the best way to do it anyways. Just so you guys know that I'm not like choosing a random point in price where this worked. So yeah. This is the if I were to just throw everything out the window and just focus on one thing, this would be that one thing, but it's still very simple. So the problem that I have with teaching is that I don't know how many of you are experienced traders. I don't know how much knowledge you have. Some of you I know are good traders. You know a lot. I know a couple of you are pretty new, especially to this. So I think I'm just gonna start pretty simple, and yeah, I feel like this concept is like the simplest but most effective. So, right, we have up closed candles and we have down closed candles, right? For the down closed candles, we have the open, low, and the high, and the close. And for up closed candles, we have the open on the bottom, close the top, low, high. You get the idea. Yeah. So when we, by the way, for those of you who don't know, this is going to be basically a CISD or change in state of delivery slash order blocks, I guess. This is what gives you I would say the best read on the market, especially if you go like weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute is good. But yeah, anyways, when we so a change in state of delivery is just, let's say we're bullish, right? We want then the next candle after this one to close above the opening price of this down close candle. And when it does that, we want it to come back down, test the opening price, and then expand to the upside. So, wait, let me put the line so you can see the price level. Right, 18,152.5. The next candle is going to close above this candle. And this is when, oh, shut the fuck up, bro. This is when I gave this signal. It's from May. It's just a really, really clean example of a change in state of delivery on the 1 hour. The other confluences we have is that we're below true day open. We barely have any trading above true day open. That's usually a good indicator of this leg down. This leg down is gonna be manipulation, right? Because we're also hold on. We're also like right around market open, which is like, yeah, this candle is basically market open. So we have the pre-market Judas down, and then we're below true day open. We barely have any trading above true day open. And so I'm bullish. I want to see us expand to the upside above true day open, and preferably we get this entry before we tap into true day open. So if we, oh my god, can I find the fucking, how do I need to favorite this bullshit, bro. Hold on. Nope. 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 All right, yeah. So if price does this, then it's gonna be lower probability. I don't want it anymore if that's the case. However, if we okay, thank God. If we tap into this before tapping into true day open, I'm gonna have a separate lecture, by the way, on true day open, how to use it, when to use it, what it is, why it's important, blah blah blah. So don't worry. Anyways, if we do this, then I'm in, you know. So when this candle closed at 9 a.m., I get, oh, shut the fuck up. I gave the signal longs 18,153. As you guys know, I always account for 2 ticks of spread and just like fuckery, randomness, whatever. And if you really like, what you can do with this kind of, it's not a it can be a strategy in and of itself. You can just trade this and with good risk and just be done. What's sensitive with this candle, or what's most sensitive with this candle, is going to be the opening price. So if we scale down a bit, we can see, we can put our entry 2 ticks above the opening price. We can put our TP at true day open, and taps you in, touches the opening price. Let's say you did a 5-point stop. I think that's what I did on this one. It was either a 5 or a 3. I don't remember. 3. Okay. Anyways, taps you in, very minimal drawdown, and
yeah, just rips up to true day open, which would have been my TP, and continues trading above it. So, note this, by the way. Anyways, that's for another time. Yeah. So the difference between a CISD and an order block, this immediate like rebalancing wick you see here, this is a CISD. When we close above, we come back down into the opening price and test it. That's what I call CISD, or change in state of delivery. This is more like a order block scenario where we expand away from the down closed candle. Orders are accumulating down here, and that's what's called an order block. We come down, test it, expand up. You get the idea. Yeah. The biggest thing, if you're not familiar with this, is just up closed candles should support price going down, and down closed candles should support price going up. And that's on every time frame, monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, you name it, like even 15-second. When I'm scalping on the 15 sec, oh fuck, okay, anyways, when I'm scalping on the 15-second, this is usually what I'm doing. I'm just looking for us to tap into a PD array or sweep some liquidity like a swing point, and then I'm taking the first 15-second change in state of delivery. It's gonna be super quick. But usually, like, it always delivers. Not always, I can't say always, it's not 100%, but nothing is. But like very often, you can, if you're scalping, you need a couple points, like 10 points, whatever. A 15-second CISD, it will retest that opening price fast as fuck, and it will just expand down to, like, let's say a 1-minute FEG or whatever. And what's also nice is if you get you get this paired with like a inversion. So let's see if we can, bro, can I? Okay, we don't have historical data for this resolution. Blah blah blah. Okay, I guess not. Anyways, let's say there was an FEG, like, let's say there was a tiny FEG right here. There's not, I'm not saying there is. Let's just imagine that there was a tiny FEG right there, a 1 hour FEG. This candle right here would inverse that FEG, and we would have a change in state of delivery. This is a really good change in state of delivery. Like, if you want more confluence, then this is like perfect. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Just remember, down closed candles should support price going up. Up closed candles should support price going down. Every time frame, all day, every day, all the time, in the direction of your bias. Does this all the time. I think we're gonna make channels for each lecture. So if I forgot to say something right now, I'm gonna make a quick video saying it, and I'm gonna upload it in that channel with this video. So yeah, this is my first time teaching anything ever, so like, just have some patience. I'm gonna get better at this. All right, goodbye. All right, this is gonna be a trade breakdown of the trades that I took on Friday. So the first one is gonna be the 77150 level that I called out to one of you. It's a daily low wick CISD, which I know someone asked me about just like 10 minutes ago. So this is an example of where I would use the wick instead of the opening price.
I'm gonna mark the opening price as well. So like in the top-down analysis, that's what I'm gonna basically go over because we got the previous day high and low stuff. And then also I look for these like daily CISD and then 4-hour and 1-hour CISDs are the most powerful and the most consistent. And so the 771 level is the wick low of the CISD candle, and it's also the CE of this wick, like to the tick. So let me just. This is where like I fucked up so bad, bro. Wait, hold on. Let me just. Right there. This is where I fucked up so bad because I had a bad Wednesday and Thursday. I had 2 losses or like 2 losing days back to back. And so I got this dumb fucking idea that I was gonna like um basically risk just instead of risking 10 points, I was gonna risk 7 points. And I swear to God, bro, this was so fucking random. Um I do a 7-point stop. And if you guys haven't watched my last TikTok, that's basically where I show this with the executions. You guys know I'm not a fucking piece of shit that doesn't show executions, but anyway. I do a 7-point stop because I want to be kind of risk off. Normally I would do a 10-point risk, as you guys always see. And it fucking does this shit, bro. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, because I entered 71 and I had my stop at 78. And it does this fucking shit, bro. It's a random 7-point stop and it fucking does this. And then after that, it just fucking rallies to my TP. Which is so fucking unfortunate. This was with a full size as well, so I lost like 140 on all my accounts. I would have been up 800 on all my accounts, which is like 5 bands. On that group I was trading. After that though, I waited. Oh my god. Hold on. I waited and I waited and I waited because I was fucking pissed off and I had the impulse to fucking revenge trade. But I was not gonna do that because I'm not fucking dumb. So, I think was this my second trade? I think this was my second trade on MNQ, so micros. If we go on the 4-hour, we have a 4-hour breaker and a 4-hour order. Am I blind? And a 4-hour order block. Hold on. Yeah, this right here. We have this 4-hour breaker, which we left equal highs inside of the breaker. I didn't short initially off the breaker because I was just pissed off. I didn't want to really rush anything. So I waited for some more structure. And obviously this would have been a top tick and this would have hit TP with no worries. This gave like 100 points. So I could have done that. But instead I waited and I saw that we engineered these equal highs inside of this breaker. And I know I haven't touched on engineered liquidity yet, but basically equal highs and lows is the best form of engineered liquidity, because there's a lot of stops above here. So I souped this. I think my entry was like 97. If you guys look in my TikTok, and I did a 10-point stop and a 90-point TP. So I basically just, I didn't even target this low. I just targeted these tiny wicks because I just wanted to be risk off, as I said, because I just had 2 losing days back to back, and I had that fucking annoying ass loss in pre-market. So yeah, I get tagged into this, sweeps the highs, and then it's just pretty straightforward. Obviously, I should have left one con running in hindsight, but fuck that shit. I'm not greedy. So ended the week on a positive with a 9 risk to reward. I'm very happy with that. Recovered all my losses plus some more with this trade, even though it's half-sized. This is what's so fucking beautiful about trading like this, like having small stops and having specific levels. Like this too, you could have just entered on this 4-hour breaker with a 10-point stop. Does it stop you out? Doesn't fucking matter, because your wins